Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimara Lang, and today I'm going to take you on my personal hair journey, showing you how I went from this to this. Are you guys ready? Here we go.
My boobies, girl. Look at my boobies.
Hey guys, and welcome back. As I said, today I'm going to be taking you on my personal hair journey, showing you how I went from relaxed hair to my wonderful, beautiful, healthy, natural curly hair. I've been natural since about 22 actually I'm not going to give my age because it's none of your business. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I've actually been doing my own hair since I was about 6 years old, and the reason for that is because my mom just didn't have patience, time, and she was way too just trying to get through my curly hair at the time, and I was like, you know what, I'll do it myself. Like, get off of me. So I've been doing my own hair since I was about 6, but nothing major, just braids or twists, and as I got a little older I would straighten my hair with the hot comb, and that was about it. I really did rely on my girlfriends growing up to cornrow my hair or put some curls in it or do something different to it, because all I knew how to do were, you know, your little twists, your little braids, and to be on my way. I got my first perm when I was 13. I was on my way to high school, and the only reason why my mom said yes was because my best friend got a perm and her hair didn't fall out, and that was my mom's biggest fear, that my hair would just fall out because hers had. And so I was never allowed to even ask basically for a perm. But when my best friend got one, I immediately ran to my mom and I was like, Ashley got a perm and it didn't fall out, can I please go get a perm? And she was like, okay, yeah, sure. And so I got one perm every year, and so that first perm was before the school year, but the other perms were typically before the summer, because I was like, I want to go swimming, I want to be able to, you know, long hair don't care, come out and have flowy, wavy hair when I get out the water or whatever. In hindsight, that was probably the worst thing I could have done. Let me put a chemical in my hair and then go jump in chlorine, right? But that's what I did, and eventually my hair did break off, it did fall out, and it was very thin, unhealthy, and everything my mom was like was gonna happen happened. So it was a big aha, I told you so moment for her. And I will say this, when I got a little older, partly what played into my hair falling out was I started using the perms in the boxes that you could get from the store. And the reason for that was because, you know, I was paying to live at home now, paying for a car note, paying for car insurance, driving everywhere. I wasn't living on campus. I was driving to school, driving to work, and then driving back home. But like, I would leave my house and get to school and I would already be on a half the tank of gas, and then I'd have to drive all the way back home and I would be empty. So it was the struggle for me. And so yeah, I started buying the $10 boxes at the store, like whatever, and then I started putting them in more frequently, so it was no longer once a year, it was like maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So yeah, my hair definitely fell out with the stress of school, bills. I just didn't help, right? I just kept adding more layers of why this hair was gonna jack up, and it did. And I will say this, around that time I started hanging around some new group of friends, and they ironically enough were all Ethiopian. Some of the nicest, sweetest women that I still have the pleasure of being friends with to this day, but I can honestly credit them with why I restarted my natural hair journey and why I was more accepting of it this time around. I mean, the same texture of hair I have now, I had back then. I didn't know how to style my hair then. My mom didn't know how to style my hair then. But when I met these Ethiopian girls, they all had natural hair with different textures, different curls, different types, and I was so enamored by that. Like, wow, look at this hair, look at this, you know, look at this hair. They're just rocking it, they're killing it. And it kind of inspired me in a way to start back on that journey to being natural. And at the time, my friend Betty was like, you know, I'll do your hair. I'll help you. I remember just being at her house one day and washing my hair, and she was like, oh, why is your hair a different texture here than it is here? And I was like, well, this hair is relaxed and this isn't. And her comment was, I didn't know black people had curly hair. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, like we do. I just don't know what to do with it. And she was like, well, don't perm it anymore. Don't relax it. Let's look for other options. And so we would go to the Dominicans together. We'd get our hair straightened. She would straighten it. She would cornroll it. She would take straws. Okay, this girl is talented. She could take straws. I don't even know. Hook your hair up some way and then you'd have like this beautiful curly hair. Betty is amazing. Okay, that's what she is. And so she just, I think for that whole year, that whole year, she just took care of my hair. And so it was able to grow more. Of course, you know, I'm not getting the perm anymore. And so not only did she play a role in me not continuing to buy perms, but I was also poor. You know what I mean? So I couldn't even afford the $10 boxes anyway. So here she is saying, I'll help you. And I'm like, thank God. So as time went on, I think about like a year later afterwards, I had cut my hair, I've colored it, I have a bob at this point, you know, only a few pieces of straight hair left. And my boyfriend at the time, we're about to go to homecoming, and he's like, hey, I'll do your hair, what would you like? And I was like, I've never had a sew-in, I'd really love one. And so he pays for me to get a sew-in, and I keep it in for about 2-3 months. No, it was 3 months, like 2.5 months. And it was right before December 18th or 19th, because it's my friend Hannah's birthday. And I just remember being stressed about it. Like, I'd never taken out a sew-in. I'd never helped anybody. I never, you know, so I didn't know what to do. And I was just frustrated with it. Like, I wanted to wash my scalp. You know, it's been 2.5 months. I just want to wash my hair. So I just said, screw it. And I cut it out. And I knew I was going to be cutting my real hair. I didn't care. That's how bad I wanted the sew-in out. So I cut it out, and of course I've cut my real hair. I'm finally down to like the cornrows, but I can't get the string out. So now I'm just saying F that, and I'm just cutting out the string. I'm literally just cutting out my hair because I was so frustrated and I just wanted to run water through my hair so bad that is what I did. And so when it's all out, I'm looking at it and I'm sitting there like, oh dear God, it's not even long enough for a ponytail. So I go, I wash my hair, and here I am confronting my curly hair for the first time in years. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of insecurities started to hit me, because when I was younger, you know, people would tell me, oh, you got Jerry curl hair, Michael Jackson Jerry curl hair, you got Michael Jackson's hair in that Pepsi commercial. Or, you know, if a little curl would pop out, oh, you got BDBs, you need to clean up your kitchen. And that stuff just like hurt my feelings times 10. And so here I am as an adult sitting here looking at what I had just done, cut out all my hair essentially, and I'm sitting there like, I can do it. And so for some reason I went to YouTube. I had a friend who taught her dog how to play dead from YouTube. So I was like, if she can learn that from YouTube, there's got to be somebody on there that can tell me what to do with this. And I went to YouTube, and sure enough, there was this, unbeknownst to me, this big natural hair movement going on that I knew nothing about, of black women embracing their natural hair and their natural curls. And it helped me. I felt like, okay, I can do this. So I immediately went to the store. I got the Cantu leave-in, I got the Eco Styler gel, I got the rods, I got the blow dryer, I got the clips, I got the scrunchies, I got all the shampoos for co-wash. You know, I was ready to like take this on and try. And the first thing I tried was a Bantu knot, the Bantu knots. Those were the first thing that I had tried. And this is how I know it was a few days before Hannah's birthday, because Hannah's birthday's coming, and of course I'm supposed to go to this big dinner, and I'm starting to pull out of it because I'm like, I can't let them see my hair like this. You know what I mean? I can't go, I can't do it. And I remember Betty being like, no, get your life, you're coming. Like, and I told her what I'd done, and she was like, I'll look at it when you get here, just come. So I go to Hannah's birthday party, and just unbeknownst to me and a big surprise, like, they all love it, you know, and they're so supportive of it. And I was actually still kind of insecure about it because my hair didn't dry all the way, so the Bantu knots didn't even take like how it did in all the other girls' videos. Mine looked completely terrible, and I had to pin it up actually, but my friends loved it, like Hannah, Naomi, Lud, like, you know, like they loved it and they were so supportive of it, and like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you did it, and wow, it looks so great. And that really just helped me in that moment, just to have their support, you know, because they were all like hair queens for me. I loved and envied all of their hair, and here they are saying, no, I love it, I'm glad you did it. So it definitely made me feel better. And as the year went on, so this was December, so by the time June came around and it's Naomi's birthday, oh, you couldn't tell your girl nothing, because by then I had the whole winter to master, okay, all of this. And I was so much more confident, you know. I knew what angles I could pose. I mean that's so extra. But no, seriously, by June I just knew what hairstyles I could do, which ones I couldn't perfect. Mind you, again, I cut my own hair, so I had like 16 different lengths in my hair at the time, and I really just came into my own and learned, like, okay, this side has to be like this because it's too short, and this side has to be like that, and this product worked and this doesn't, and this is why the Bantu knots aren't working. Like, I had really learned so much that by June, by that summer, by Naomi's birthday, I was like, this was an awesome choice for me, you know. And then of course the years go on and my hair just flourished, got bigger, curlier, easier to do, easier to manage, and people just always came up to me like, wow, it's so pretty, wow, what do you do? Actually, to be honest, people started coming up to me like, is that a wig? And I kind of felt like, does that mean it's too nice to be real, or it's so bad it looks fake? Like, you know what I mean? That was always kind of a weird thing for me. But that was how I started on my hair journey, essentially. And in 2016, I had another big chop. So my first big chop I did on accident because of stress, essentially. But in 2016, I had come from Taiwan back to America to visit my family and friends, and my best friend, the same one who got the perm before me, Ashley, she cut all her hair off like maybe 2 months before I had come back to America to visit. And she was like, oh, it's so freeing, it's so this, it's so that. And I mean, it was short. She looked like a little boy. She had a little boy cut, okay? She was cute though. She was a baddie. And she was like, you should cut yours too. And I was like, I can't. You remember that one time I cut it and I was like, you know, I have cheeks and a forehead, like I can't cut my hair. And in America, I'm in Georgia, I'm visiting my friends, I'm visiting my family, and during this time I stop off in Massachusetts to go visit my sisters and my father. And we go into a wig store, I buy a pink wig, and I realize, well, my hair is not gonna fit in this wig because it's too much. So, oh well, I guess I'll cut it. So I fly back to Atlanta and I chop all my hair off, y'all. And I was so scared when I actually did it. And Kathy, who cut my hair, she's so trifling, y'all. She's so trifling. She was like, you want to do it? I said, yeah, I want to do it. She said, okay, come in. I came in. She started right in the middle. Bzz, as we were talking, just went bzz. I was like, what? She says, oh no going back, honey. And she cut it, and I ended up having a mohawk. And that was my first styled big chop, and it was beautiful. It did take me a while to get used to how to do it. It was faded on the sides, the front was a little long. It was dope, it was cool, and it actually fit my personality a lot, and it was something that I was glad that I did. I feel like as women, when we want to free ourselves of something, our hair is typically the first thing to go. But in this case, I literally just cut my hair because I wanted to, because I wanted to kind of start a new chapter of my life, you know. I just wanted like my own bags of wigs and weaves, and I just wanted to be great, you know. Here I was, and I never really got to, you know, do braids or micro braids or the box braids or have extensions or clip-ons. I never got to do any of that. And I think when I walked into this beauty supply store in Boston with my sister and my father, I was sitting there and I was like, yo, my sister wears clip-ins. I've never even had clip-ins. Maybe that's what it was. Was it jealousy? I don't know. But I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. And I guess the reason why I cut my hair was because, I don't know, new look, new time, like whatever. And also just living in Taiwan, it's extremely hot, you know, and I was like, I'm gonna cut it. It's easier. I can probably sleep an extra 15 minutes in the morning before I go to work. And I just felt like it was time. You know, it was time, essentially. It was time, but it wasn't because of a guy or I was stressed at work or anything. It was simply because I wanted a bag of wigs and weaves, honestly. Yeah. Wigs and weaves. So, so that's what I did. And now it's 2018, what, February? Yeah, no, my God, it's March. It's March, y'all. And I cut my hair May 2016, and it's back. It's back again, healthy, voluminous, luxurious as ever. And I just think that's a testament to natural hair and loving yourself and just being comfortable with who you are. And if I could go back and tell little Kimara anything, it would be more confident in yourself, because it's really okay. It's really okay. But I definitely thank my Ethiopian friends. Them embracing their culture and embracing their natural hair helped me to gain so much confidence in embracing my culture and my natural hair, and I'm just thankful for that. So if you don't have an Ethiopian friend, get you one. I have a whole bunch. They're all mine and I'm not sharing. And of course there's more women than just them. Just so many of them that helped me to get on this journey and supported me. And it's so funny because sometimes some of them would come to me and be like, how'd you get your hair like that? How'd you do it? And I'm like, kind of made me feel good inside, because I was like, you were my hair queens and you're asking me for hair advice. Like, you know, it's so cheesy, but it's true. And I don't know, that's my hair journey, guys, of how I got from there to here. It's been a long journey. It's been stress-free. And once you get the hang of this, it's easy. And I guess that's why I'm making this video, just because I always say in my videos, trust the process. It's a look, just give it time. And really, those are probably mantras I tell myself and affirmations I tell myself, just because this is a look. There are some people that will say some comments about it. Like, there's some people that love this look, they embrace it. And then there's some people that kind of, that's not corporate, it's too wild, it's you know, you can't please everybody, but you can please yourself. And I think me starting my natural hair journey is really a big piece of what started making me love myself and accepting myself. I just gained so much more confidence with this hair. Is that crazy? I did. I gained so much more confidence, so much more perspective, so much more insight, just so much more self-love because of natural hair. And it might be just because of the friendships that I've gained from people, the lessons I've gained from people. The natural hair community is so nice. Just, I don't know, guys. I just want you, if this is a choice you want to make for yourself, do it, embrace it. And if you choose, you know, it's not for you and you go to relax hair or pressing your hair out, like, that's fine too. I just want everybody just to be confident in who they are and love who they are. And if it's your choice, just be happy with your choice, you know? Well, guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. I've really appreciated the support, seriously. And thank you guys for listening to my hair journey. As always, if you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section below. You can follow me on Instagram at notmygumdropbuttons, or you can follow me on Snapchat, MissMoon04. Alright, guys. See ya.